ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ता सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवति पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Sloka 62 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Trisama Samaga Sama Nirvanam Veshajam Vishak Sanyasa Krichamakchanto Nishtha Shanti Parayanam. There are 12 namas in this shloka and they are Trisamaha, Samagaha, Sama, Nirvanam, Beshajam, Bishak, Sanyasakrit, Shamaha, Shantaha, Nishtha, Shantihi, Parayanam. So these are the 12 namas in this shloka, and the first nama is Trisamaha. Trisama means three samans. Samaveda has three parts. They are the Brihat, Radhantara and Vamadevya. This Brihat, Radhantara and Vamadevya, they are collectively called as Deva Vratas. A person who chants this Samaveda, they sing in a musical tone. When they are sing with right intonations, it is very peaceful to hear and it just touches our Atma. So Bhagavan Vishnu is praised by these Deva Vratas, that is the three Samans. Bhagavan Vishnu is praised or extolled by Brihat, Ratantara and Vamadevya. And so he is called Trisamaha. He is extolled by these three Samans. Many deities are praised or extolled by the Samaveda, and even in Shiva Sahasranama, we can see this word. Bhagavan is said as a Samaveda Priya. Samaveda is when we sing it with right musical intonations. It just touches the Atma. So that is the power of Samaveda. The next nama is Samagaha. Sama Gayati iti Samagaha. Bhagavan Vishnu, he sings Samagana, and so he is called Samagaha. He sings that, he chants that Samaveda, and so he is called Samagaha. He is the creator of Samaveda, and Bhagavan, he derives pleasure in chanting the Samaveda. The next nama is Samaha. Samaha means that Samaveda only. In Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 10, Sloka 22, Bhagavan says that Vedanam Samavedosmi. I am the Samaveda in all the Vedas, because that Samaveda, it is so powerful. It just touches that Brahman, Shabda Brahma. So that is why by all the deities, as I said, as Bhagavan Shiva, Bhagavan Vishnu, they connect themselves with Samaveda. Then another interpretation is Shayati iti Samaha. He brings end to the sings of the people who sing about him or who sing Samaveda. Actually, this mind, or our papa and punya are the impressions in the mind. And how are these impressions formed? By our thoughts and what we think and what we hear by the five senses, it forms information, impressions. So it is possible to change these impressions by sound. So by sound and by right vibration. So when we sing that samagana or the samans, it changes that vibration. That's why many people say when we sing the Vedas, it relieves us from the papas or from the sins. So he brings an end to the sins of the people who sing Samaveda or who sing about him. Trisama, Samagaha, and Samaha. And the next nama, that is the fourth nama, is Nirvana. Nirvana means Sarva Dukkha Upashama Lakshanam Paramananda Rupam. That is Bhagavan Vishnu. He is devoid of all sufferings and he is the perfect symbol of bliss. The perfection, the perfect bliss is Bhagavan. Complete bliss is Bhagavan. So he is called absolute bliss or nirvana. That is one who is the personification or the embodiment of complete bliss. That is Bhagavan Vishnu. And so he is called nirvana. And another interpretation for nirvana means vana means that I consciousness or identifying with our mind and body, basically the I consciousness. Nirvana means one who is devoid of this I consciousness, one who does not identify with this individual consciousness. If we identify with our body and mind, then what all the body and mind experiences, we will identify with it. And that's how we become the karta and the bhokta. Nibbana, when we do not identify with this body and mind, when we identify with that universal consciousness, then we experience only that. So that is the right meaning of nirvana. One who is liberated from individual consciousness. The next nama, fifth nama is Bheshajam. Bheshajam Bishak. Bheshaja means Aushadam. It is the medicine. Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the right medicine for all the rogas of samsara. Because all the rogas are primarily formed in the mind. Whatever it may roga it may be, it will give it will affect first the mind. Only then it will affect the body. So what all the roga it may be, all the diseases of the samsara roga, it affects the mind. And when we worship Bhagavan or when we practice meditation or chant mantras or recite hymns or anything, then most of the rogas are cured there itself. So Bhagavan is a very good medicine for many rogas of the mind or rogas of this samsara, worldly life. The mind originated from shabda, that is sound. So when we give that right tone or right sound, or when we chant the pranava mantra, then it can change the impressions in the mind. And that's why when we hear good music, some music ragas, it will change our mind because the mind originated from sound. So when we give sound, right sound, again it will change. So it's a very good treatment, and many people, physicians are practicing this shabda medicine, sound medicine, with ragas and with musicians. They are working. So Bhagavan's mantras or the hymns is a great medicine for the mind. So he is called as the Beshajam, that is medicine, Aushadam. Bishak. Bishak means the ultimate physician. Bhagavan is the medicine as well as the physician, doctor. Even in materialistic life, we can see the doctor, but they prescribe medicine. But Bhagavan, he is the medicine as well as the doctor. He is the right doctor, right medicine for the right disease. He has given us the Atma Vidya as the medicine for this roga of samsara. And that is why he is called Bhava Roga Vaidyanatha. That is rogas of the mind. Bhava Roga means the disease of the mind. Vaidyanatha means doctor. Even Bhagavan Shiva, we will say him as Vaidyanatha. So this manifestation of Brahman, whether it is Bhagavan Shiva or Bhagavan Vishnu, they are doctors as well as they are the medicine also. And in Taittiriya Upanishad also says that Prathamo Daiva Bishak, Bhagavan is the first and the foremost among the physicians. because he cures the disease of the mind, which no physician can do that perfectly. The next nama is, seventh nama is Sannyasakrit, one who created the ashrama of sannyasa. Why does Bhagavan create this ashrama of sannyasa? Because that is sannyasa means renouncement. Because it will pave a way for moksha, liberation. Bhagavan, he created the four ashramas for the human beings. That is, first is the brahmachari ashrama, grahastha ashrama, vanaprastha ashrama, and the sannyasa ashrama. Sannyasa means it is not just shaving of the hair and wearing orange robes or wearing rudraksha. These are the symbols of sannyasa. Sannyasa actually means to distance, one should distance themselves from the sense objects, mentally distance oneself. Even if we have a person, if we had get the chance to experience that object, sense object, then he must not be so passionate about it. No sannyasi can live without a food. Only the people who have gone to the very high level, they do not need any food or water or anything. But normally the people, till they go to that higher level, they depend on this body only. So no, they need food. But if they are passionate about food, then that is wrong. Then that is not sannyasa. So we have to distance from it. No, we can use it for our need, but if we are passionate about it, then it is not sannyasa. And Bhagavan also does not force sannyasa at a very young age. If we have the right maturity, then we can opt for sannyasa or renounce any object, physical or sense objects like that. That's why even Bhagavan only formed the four ashramas. Brahmachari ashrama, where service is very important. We have to do service to the Guru, service everywhere, and to learn, attain knowledge. A knowledge in the sense reading scriptures, understanding it, that is Brahmachari ashrama. The next higher level is Grahastha. These brahmacharis, after some time, they have to enter in the Grahastha, that is the household duties and the responsibility of as a family man. They have to experience it at that time, doing service as well as discipline. Dharma is very important. Dharma is very important. When they follow dharma in the grahastha, they will have maturity, mental maturity, and they go to the next higher level of vanaprastha. Vanaprastha in the ancient time, they will go to forest, but now the people who have returned from service, they can use this period as the vanaprastha period to read the scriptures, understand it, disciplined way of life. Disciplined way of life, that is very important in vanaprastha. When we have this knowledge and discipline, doing service to others, when we lead a dharmic life, then automatically our mind will distance from the sense objects. That is sannyasa. You should not, no one should force sannyasa, then it will be very temporary. It will disturb us as well as disturb the whole society. So Bhagavan says, we have to renounce our all the sense objects mentally, not physically. If we distance from it only physically, at the same time always thinking about it, when the right time comes, we will go after it. When we get an opportunity, we will go after it. We should mentally renounce any food or anything. But if we are forced to renounce, then if we get a chance, we will taste it. Is it not? So that is not sannyasa. Our mind must be mature. It must grow. And when we are too much involved in Atma Vidya, then automatically we will distance from all this mentally. We will distance from all this mentally. That mental distance is very important, and that comes only by maturity and knowledge. So Bhagavan created the four ashramas for the human beings, and he created the sannyasa ashrama also, but it should be understood in the right sense. One should not use the symbols alone as a sannyasa, because using Rudraksha and all these are symbols, that's all. So Bhagavan says this very clearly. Many acharyas explain about sannyasa very clearly in their explanations, and Bhagavan Vishnu, he in his avatar as Nar Narayana, as Rishi Narayana, he followed the sannyasa asrama and showed to this world severe austerities, how to practice the severe austerities. So that much maturity one must have, or otherwise it will be a very mockful situation and embarrassing situation to accept temporary sannyasa. And the next nama is somewhat connected with this shama. Shama means the control of the mind. It is very important for the sannyasi. Again, I repeat, because the acharyas give so much importance for it. One should not force the mind. It will not happen. Because our mind has many millions and millions of impressions gathered from all our past life. We are aware only of this life, but this mind has so many impressions from the past life. We cannot control it all of a sudden. If we control it, it will just come and at the other time with double force. So Shama is control of the mind, means accepting knowledge, or after attaining knowledge, gradually we have to control the mind. We should not torture the mind by the name of control, it will not happen. We have to gradually control the mind. At the same time, we have to attain knowledge. So, all this makes the mind automatically distance from the sense objects. That is Shamaha. And in the Grahastha ashrama and in the Brahmacharya ashrama, as well as in the Manaprastha or final ashrama sannyasa, we have to step by step control this mind. And another interpretation is Sarva Bhutanam Shamayate Idiva Shamaha. He controls all beings. As our inner Atma, he controls all beings, and so he is called Shamaha. He puts an end to the turbulences in the mind, and he quietens the mind. When we chant Bhagavan's Nama, it controls our mind, and so also he is called Shamaha, and he controls our Rajasic and Tamasic nature of the Bhaktas gradually and bring them to the higher Sattvic nature. So when we chant Vishnu Sahasranama or any mantras, it will control our mind. So he is called Shamaha. Only when we control our mind, we will be able to realize our real nature, or otherwise, we imagine our nature to be this external nature like what we have earned or what we have identified temporarily. So, to understand our real nature, one must control the mind, and when we use Bhagavan's Nama or chant his mantras, it will automatically control our mind. The next Nama is Shantaha, one whose mind is always tranquil, peace, calm. He is said as Shantaha. Definitely, Bhagavan Vishnu is like that. That's why he is so peacefully able to be in that state of yogic slumber. And the beauty of the mind lies in its calmness, tranquility. If we have always an agitated mind, we will be a totally confused person, and that will reflect in our all our behavior. So that is not beauty. The real beauty is the calmness of the mind. And that's why even in the Dhyana Sloka of Vishnu Sahasranama, we say Shantakaram Bhujagasayanam. Shantakara means one who is the embodiment of peace, embodiment of Shanta, calmness, calmness of mind or tranquility. Only when the mind is calm, the intelligence shines in it. When we are reasonably calm, then it will shine, the intelligence will shine. When we are very calm, it will shine more, because the mind exists in intelligence. So when it wants to reflect that intelligence, The mind has to subdue its thoughts and ideas. So if the mind is agitated, then the intelligence will not shine. So Bhagavan is that has that peaceful mind, complete embodiment of intelligence. We are all the Amsha of Bhagavan, but we cannot exhibit that intelligence or realize our true nature because our mind is very agitated. More than average, it is agitated. So Bhagavan is not like that. So he is called Shantaha. Nishtaha. So during Pralaya, all these beings, they exist in Bhagavan. He is the foundation for all the beings during Pralaya. Even now, we exist in Bhagavan, but we are not able to realize it. So Nishtaka means he is that foundation. We all exist in him. All the beings are established in Bhagavan. That is Nishtaka. The next nama is Shantihi. Samasta avidya nivritti shanti sa brahmaiva. He is the annulment of all types of ignorance, and so he is called Shanti. Definitely, when we chant Bhagavan's Nama, all our ignorance are removed, all our worries are removed, miseries are removed, because worries and miseries are the basic for all that is ignorance. So, when that basic ignorance is removed, we are able to connect with our real nature, or we are able to connect with Bhagavan, then all our problems will be solved. So, he is that one who gives us Shanti. Shanti also refers to the elimination of anything evil or undesirable. Many acharyas will say when we have an agitated mind, when we are unable to control our mind, or when we have some problem, we are not able to find the solution, we have to sit in a place and chant Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Three times Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The first Shanti relieves us from all types of impressions caused by our prarabdha karmas or our mental impressions. The second Shanti, it will protect us from all the disturbances caused by our beings who are around us. It may be the fellow beings, relatives, friends, or animals, insects, anything. The third time Shanti, it will protect us from all the extraterrestrial, we can say, from other devas or evil spirits like that. So we all this exists in this world. We have to protect ourselves. So for that we can use this mantra. So Bhagavan, he protects us from all these negative things, and so he is called as Shantihi. But he is the Bhagavan also. He is said as Shanti because he has no desires. He has complete knowledge. He doesn't seek any external fulfillment of desires. He knows about the temporary nature of this world because he created it. Only we do not know. We think all these external are permanent, and so we go after it. Sometimes we know that it is temporary, but still we go after it. We are much worried about it. But Bhagavan, he knows the real nature of all this, and so he doesn't seek any external fulfillment of this perishable object. So he is always peaceful. So by that interpretation also, he is called Shanti. He ultimately, everything is supported by him, ends in him, and so he is called Shanti. So these are the different interpretations given by different acharyas for the nama Shanti. The last nama in this shloka is Parayanam. He is the final abode or the final destination, which gives the highest bliss. And when a person attains there, there is no return to samsara for that person, for that jiva. Para plus ayanam, parayanam. Para means supreme, absolute, highest. Ayana means resting place. So Bhagavan is the final resting place or the final abode of all beings. Whoever attained there, there is no birth for this jiva after it. So these are the 12 namas in this shloka, and the summary of this shloka is Bhagavan is praised by the three samans, the three parts of the Samaveda. He also chants the Sama hymns, and he is the embodiment of bliss, and he is said as the Sama Veda. He is the embodiment of bliss. He is the medicine as well as the physician. He has perfect control over the mind. He always remains peaceful, and he is the supreme abode of all beings. So this is Shloka 62 in Vishnu Sahasranama. In my next upload, I will continue with the rest of the shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranama. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायते समर्पयामि ॐ तत्सत्